FamOver.
Fam, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by. Whatever you're doing, I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody on this good Saturday. Hope everybody feeling good. Good love around, good vibes around, good energy around. We got some good content to check out today. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Still a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. They said they had opened up the Strait of Hormuz or whatever over there. They said they was gonna open it indefinitely forever. They want to go close it again. But then I just seen a video just not too long ago, a few minutes ago, saying that they closed it up again because somebody got the firing at some tankers or something. So they broke the little ceasefire thing or something. So I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. But salute to everybody in the building already. Rah, Big Viral, Buddha, Darla was good, Candy, Bang Boogie, what up, fam? Action Jackson, Midwest. Salute to everybody, man. We gotta wait for a few people to fall in, then we'll get started, y'all. Nudie, what up with you? You said they opened it, then Trump blocked it, then they closed it again. Right, man. I don't know what's going on. DJ, what's good? Yeah, because remember Trump sent the little ships over there. They did the little blockage. And then they opened it again. They said they was going to open it. They won't go close it no more. And something happened. I guess they closed it up again. I don't know. David, was good? Just crazy, man. Crazy. So much going on. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in, y'all. Wait for a few more people to fall in, man, then we'll get started. Plus Club brand in the building. My doggy. Yes, Sirski. Dave, you said Israel owns our government. I've learned a lot about Zionist Israel lately, and it's evil. Yeah, I heard about how evil they are and everything, and I keep hearing about everybody say Israel run us. They said they got a chokehold on America or something, and you can tell. Shit, by everything we be doing, we be like we favor Israel. We getting them motherfuckers money, let them call the shots, do all type of stuff. Angela the Dow, the boss lady in the building. Much love to you and your family. Hope y'all enjoying this Saturday. Thank you so much for that super chat. Boss lady, thank you. I appreciate you. Amber was good. Let's get into this content, y'all. We got a few people in here. It's good seeing all y'all.
Strait of Hormuz again. It will no longer be used as a weapon against the world, President Donald J. Trump. And let's take a look at the markets taking off like a rocket on this news this morning that there has been a decision to reopen the strait. That came from the Iranian foreign minister, confirmed by our side as well. And you see that post from the president. 49,622 right now, Bill. 50,000 is in reach.
Yeah, just looking at this, the war started some 48 days ago, like the end of February. Yeah. We've already recovered everything we've lost since the war began, plus an additional 1,000 points.
Crude oil down $13.81 and change. And you think about Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, the other day saying that he could see gas with a $3 in front of it, $3 in front of it over the course of the summer. And
you remember I recently directed the Secretary of War. How good is Pete Hegseth doing, by the way? To begin releasing government files relating to UFOs and unexplained aerial phenomena.
Man.
And I figured this was a good crowd because I know you people, you're really into that. I don't know if I am, but so I'm pleased to report today. I thought I'd save it for this crowd because you're a little bit out there, you know, a little bit. That this process is well underway, and we found many very interesting documents, I must say. And the first releases will begin very, very soon. So you can go out and see if that phenomena is correct. You'll figure it out. Let me know.
Phenomena. Why he saying it like that? Phenomena. Man, Trizzy crazy, man. So I guess they finna release all the files, huh? All the UFO disclosure, all the stuff and everything, that declassified files. I guess they finna let them go. Let them release them. I mean, I remember him saying this a long time ago before too, and I don't think it happened. So I guess we'll see.
Let me know. But we've had a lot of questions. It's something that really captivates the mind. There's no question about it. With your support.
Just to close the loop on AI, Mr. President, in a worst-case scenario, could that be the kind of technology that undermines confidence in the banking system?
Yeah, probably, but it could also be the kind of technology that allows greatness in the banking system, makes it better and safer and more secure.
So should government have some safeguards? Should there be a kill switch for some of these AI agents?
There should be, but let me say, we're leading in AI. We're leading China by a lot, actually.
Man.
We're building plants that nobody ever imagined before. And it's going to be a tremendous, bigger than the internet. It's going to be tremendous. And there are always difficulties when you're at this stage of something. But, you know, when you mention banking, it could also make banking much bigger, much safer, much more efficient.
Man, oh my God, man. Trizzy is crazy.
Y'all really believe they fighting as good as our technology is? Y'all really want to believe that we flew over Iran and Iran drove, they went and painted some fake crafts on the thing. And the world's greatest military flew over and bombed paintings on the ground. Y'all really want to believe that? Y'all want us to believe that they done killed every Iranian leader that came and filled in after the other. Y'all really believe that? But they went and captured the other one and brought him over here in a Nike sweatsuit. And he in the federal prison with 6'9", talking, signing shit. Ukraine and Russia is at war. Afghanistan just ran America out less than 10 years ago. Made us retreat and took billions of dollars worth of high grade and high technology military equipment. We've been at war with Al Qaeda, Taliban, since Bin Laden. We fighting Syria. Nigga, we've been at war for 100 years, seems like. How much more can America stand? Because we're not at war. Israel is. Israel is.
Right.
That's why Trump is being as ruthless as he can be, saying we'll wipe y'all out. That's the Israeli prime minister talking, as if he's speaking to the Palestinians. There's not a Jewish bank in Russia. It's not a Jewish bank in North Korea. It's not a Jewish bank in Iran. How you think they targeting them people? Venezuela. We fucking with Venezuela by dope. And China say we got a fentanyl factory. And we getting it to the Mexicans to get it in.
And we ain't gonna do shit.
Y'all pay us all our money. We ain't go after them. We pick on small countries. What we gonna do? Get that goddamn gas. Because our electric cars ain't gonna always work. Between North Korea, Russia, and China, they can send America back into the dark ages with technology. And every year or so, they shut down our internet, they shut down all the airport system, and they tell us it was a glitch or something. No, that was a cyber attack.
Right.
So I don't believe America's at war. For one, you have to have Congress approval to go to war. So we hadn't had Congress approval. We're not at war. This is America falling and submitting and kneeling to the rule of Israel, Jerusalem. We're fighting their wars. We're using our military. And the world is hating us because the Jews, Israel, can do no wrong, and they do a lot of wrong. They do a lot of wrong. And so it's the reason why you see ICE, but you can't recognize ICE. These are not your redneck, cracker, racist, hateful-hearted, nigger-hating, nigger-loving white folks. About 2 years ago, when I first started, about 2 to 3 years ago, I was staying at the Hilton in Fort Lauderdale. And nigga, I seen 500-600 Israeli soldiers, but I didn't know they was Israeli soldiers. I just know they were from a foreign country, and they was very arrogant. They was mean, and I kept saying, "Man, what are y'all doing here? Man, this is America. Man, what is it?" Homie, and they want to mistreat Americans because they know they rule over us.
You're about to see the
That's
real
crazy.
reason why you have seen.
So y'all think Israel rule over us? I definitely know. Everybody, that's common sense. They got something over us for sure. They definitely be calling shots over here and making us do a lot of shit. Like, we paying them. I think we pay for their healthcare system, all that type of stuff. So, like, it's something to it. It's definitely something to it for sure. Christy was good.
Nothing happened with this Epstein list.
Where they're trained, and when they're trained and they're able to come out and look older, then they can get in the car with us and go to do the clubs. So we're getting the picture here. Our team's on the ground, and all of a sudden she goes, "Hey, we're going to be on tour for the next 3 weeks. Where are you going?" She gives us the locations. So our team's planning to follow. We're looking for an opportunity to just snatch this girl, right? But we know we're dealing with a lot. What happens if the 9-year-old when you guys are gone? Oh, she goes to a warehouse. What warehouse? I don't know. We don't know. They go to the warehouse. That's where the kids go when the other ones are on tour. One team follows the 9-year-olds to the warehouse. One team follows the other girls on tour. At the warehouse, believe it or not, there are a bunch of kids, and it's completely controlled by black SUVs and obviously mafia of some kind who are completely controlling this property. We flew drones to monitor the property. We decide, based on the number of bad guys there, that we need a 3-letter agency to help us out. So I get on the phone with my contact with a 3-letter agency. The agency says, yes, we'll call our counterparts, and we're going to send a team to go raid that place. Guess what really happened? Now, we're flying drones over, and we have surveillance on the ground. That 3-letter agency rolls up, knocks on the door, tips everybody off. Everybody in the building gets into their vehicles and disappears. And we get a call, "Oh, yeah, we searched the property. There's nobody there. You guys are crazy." But we watched that all happen.
Fast are you going at your top speed? It's interesting measuring speed in space. So, we use like air density and to determine Mach. So when we enter the atmosphere, we'll be going about Mach 25, 26, or 25,000 miles per hour. 7 miles a second. Wow.
He said entering the atmosphere at 25,000 miles per hour, 7 miles a second. So what they tell us is that the atmosphere starts about 62 miles up, what they call the Kármán line. You understand too that they tell us asteroids that we can view from Earth also move at about 25,000 miles per hour.
25,000 miles per hour, y'all. Do y'all know how fast that is, man? Like, just hearing some of this stuff made me more and more like, man, yeah, ain't nobody gonna believe y'all ever went to the moon, man. And then when the central casting shit just came out, like, that messed it up all the way. Like, don't nobody believe none of this stuff, man. Like, if they don't go with this big hoax, man, they keep on trying to do. Gervais was good. Jerry was good. GLC. Salute to everybody in the building.
So this tiny little pod about 6 feet across enters the atmosphere only 62 miles up, moving the same speed as an asteroid. which by the way is the same speed as escape velocity, which is required to leave the atmosphere. So if they were coming in at that speed, only 62 miles up, they would hit the ground in about 8 seconds. Oh, but I forgot they had parachutes, because you'd be able to stop an asteroid with a couple of parachutes, right? Oh, and I also forgot you can film something 60 miles away that's going 25,000. I keep seeing people say, oh, well, the air actually slows them down to about 300 miles per hour. Okay, so even if we went with that dumbass logic, 25,000 miles per hour to 300 miles an hour in just a couple of seconds. Remember, it would have to happen in just a couple of seconds because you only even have 8 seconds before you're at the ground. So basically an e-brake from 25,000 with humans inside. That would be even more extreme than going 500 miles an hour directly into a brick wall. This is about 5,000 miles per hour. Think about 5 times faster than that.
7 miles a second.
NASA. Hey man, you know they film all that stuff in a Hollywood studio. We really didn't go to the moon. Anyway, folks, I'm tired, so we'll be back next week figuring it out. Thank y'all for sitting here.
And look, they laughing. You think it's a joke, but he's serious about this shit. Y'all heard what he just said. Y'all heard
it was faster than that.
7 miles a second.
NASA. Hey man, you know they film all that stuff in a Hollywood studio. We really didn't go to the moon. Anyway, folks, I'm tired, so we'll be back next week figuring it out. Thank y'all for sitting here. Hey everybody, Tim Burchett, late night. Just getting out, see the crowd. Hey everybody. Voted down the rule on FISA, which is the secret courts. We tried to negotiate a 6-week, which I was a little leery of. And then the dadgum bill comes out, and it's a 3-year bill. So,
man, Tim Burchett, what the fuck? Tim Burchett probably was drunk, man. He might have had him a few drinks or something, man. He country as hell, though. Anyway,
it didn't go. So we, as they say, voted down the rule. And there's little Lauren Boebert. Hey, Lauren.
Tim Burchett got to be from like Alabama, Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, somewhere. He definitely from the South somewhere, ain't he, y'all?
Hey, everybody. And then they go, you get a random traffic stop. And then, anyway, it's late. Hey, guys. It's Burchett. Everybody say hey. NASA. Hey, man, you know they film all that stuff in a Hollywood studio. We really didn't go to the moon. Anyway, folks, I'm tired, so we'll be back next week figuring it out. Thank y'all for sitting here.
And he's serious, though. Everybody laughing, but he dead serious. Like, yeah, we didn't go. We filmed it in the Hollywood studio. We didn't go. They all laughing and shit. He dead serious. Right. I like Tim Burchett. Yeah, Tim Burchett, I'm fucking with you, fam. I'm supporting you. Baby Cakes was good. Margaret, hey, Margaret. Hit that like button, y'all. Keep that algorithm jumping, man. Let's keep it going, man. Everybody know them. Like, everything with NASA is a damn lie. Well, most, allegedly. Entertainment purposes only. I ain't gonna say that. They might get mad at me and be like, man, you pushing a false narrative. We're not telling lies. We're telling the truth over here. Big Ant, what's good?
Also, apparently NASA is not to be taken serious. Oh, look at that. Not that astronaut in Mad Max. Oh my God. Yep, look at that. According to IMDb, NASA astronaut Christina Koch, I guess is how you say it, appeared as one of the Vulvalini in the 2015 film Mad Max Fury.
This shit is crazy, y'all. So you mean to tell me, Andrew, what's popping, fam? So you mean to tell me, y'all, they got this shit right here. You can Google this. Like, they saying that this astronaut, like, it's you can see she an actress. Like, it's right in front of our face. Like, so you want us to believe y'all took this actress is also an astronaut, went up to the moon, got all the qualifications, all the all the practice and all the training and everything to be an astronaut and everything. Like, come on, man. This is crazy, man. Right in front of our face, dog. Charisma was good.
Road. Well, isn't that interesting, huh? She's an actress? Wait, does it get better? Let's find out. Well, apparently it does, because look, she's been a NASA astronaut for 13 years, having been selected in June of 2013 as part of the 21st astronaut class, and then she graduated the candidate training in 2015, the same time she was filming Mad Max. It's a pretty crazy life, isn't it? Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments.
They just messing with us at this point, man. They just playing with it. I guess they feel like, I guess they, in this world, like they done lied to us and we believe a lot of the shit that they told us and all the lies and everything. Like they done got away with so much. I think like they feel like they just bold. No, we can do whatever. Like it kind of like with the same thing with the Palm Beach Pete dude, like being Jeffrey Epstein. Even if he is Jeffrey Epstein, like it's like they just bold with it. Like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. We're gonna do whatever we want to do. We don't care what the people think. We're gonna tell them what it is, and they're gonna believe it. Like this shit is crazy, man. CC was good.
And that makes 10. Another disappearance is raising eyebrows around America's national security world. According to a new report, Stephen Garcia, a government contractor out of New Mexico, vanished back in August 2025 after walking away from his home, get this, just carrying a handgun, no phone, no wallet, no clear explanation. And now his case is being grouped into a much bigger, darker pattern. Isn't that the same exact pattern as the Lieutenant General from Wright-Patterson? Well, what's got people talking is that Garcia would be the 10th person in recent years with reported ties to U.S. nuclear defense or advanced space-related work to either disappear or die under unusual circumstances. And in several of these cases, the similarities are hard to ignore. People leaving their home on foot, no devices, little to no trace, and connections to sensitive government or defense-adjacent work.
Okay, so this one was creepy as hell. So this guy pulls up to a funeral home and sees a meat company?
What?
Truck? Like, what the hell? That's a little bit too much, y'all. I mean, maybe they're catering.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say maybe they might be catering food there, but I don't think people eating at the actual funeral home. Like, no, hell no, they ain't eating at the funeral home, so they wouldn't be catering no food there, man. That's crazy work right there.
A funeral or catering a wake or something there? Please, God, let that be the case. I don't know. Put in the comments. What do you think?
It ain't just the food, it's everything, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. People is controlled through their pleasures. Listen, sex. Listen, I'm gonna say this, gang. People will do anything for their nut and their whole life for a nut. They don't even know what they're doing. They're doing it for the feeling, and the feeling just cost them everything, right? Because they thought that feeling was what they needed, but that feeling ain't what they needed, right? But people love that feeling, right? But I'm gonna tell you this, you gotta tame that feeling, because anything that feel good will f you in the end.
So how do you contain that feeling though? Because you know that's hard for people to.
No, it really ain't hard. It takes discipline, gang. It takes discipline and self-awareness to understand that I like this, right? But I'm gonna use it for a treat for myself, right?
I just tried to make this video, but I'm gonna get this shit out, okay? I need y'all to understand that there was a black man found hanging in a tree in Washington, D.C., 4th District, behind a police station.
What?
Okay? This story is not getting any, it's not getting any media presence. They're really trying to cover this shit up, okay? Now, why would there be a black man hanging in a tree behind a DC police station?
What?
That's because racism is still a thing, okay? Racism is still a thing, and that shit is still going on. All right? The reason that they're trying to hide it is because they know if that shit hits media presence, niggas are gonna start going crazy, and they're gonna start really, like, fucking shit up. You know, this is why they're trying to hide it. They don't want.
Man, what? Are you serious? Yeah, this ain't on no type of news stations, no type of media, nothing. They be trying to keep this low key. Even all the like the other hangings that we heard about, people being hung and everything. Like you really don't hear about it unless somebody talk about it, like on TikTok or make a video, some content about it. Like they don't let this get out to like the mass public. Cause he right, motherfuckers start getting like, man, what's going on? That's crazy work, man.
That is insane. Body hanging.
A body hanging behind the 4th District Police Station in DC, y'all. Ain't that crazy?
You go to work, they tax you for your check, put it into your 401k, they tax it as it's going into your 401k. Then when you take it out at the end of the retirement, they tax the money they already taxed double again. On top of you're paying for goods in the store with an added tax on with money that was already taxed. How much fucking taxes do y'all think fix these roads, fix the
Man, not much, because
that money not going there.
They
print money out of thin fucking air. They show you every day. They have the goddamn money printing machine. Why do my taxes gotta fix the street, nigga? Print some more money.
oh, it's gonna cause inflation. It's gonna cause inflation.
Y'all got me yelling in this, man.
Y'all see where the direction is going.
Man, we gotta wait
If
to
we ain't
see.
gonna start meeting up and like-minded people gonna come together, put something together, it's gonna get. It's only getting worse. It ain't. They want y'all to believe that right now you just suffer through the storm and then the money gonna start coming in. Yeah, they tell y'all what they doing. The money is guaranteed gonna come in for them. That's what they fail to tell y'all. When they be telling you all these promises, we gonna be better in the economy and all that. Their economy, nigga.
Yeah.
Get that in your mind.
Right. They print the money. They can print all the money they want. And I'm sure that they do. I'm sure there's a lot of money that's been printed that ain't been accounted for. They didn't print out lots of money that goes into the pocket of some of these people, for sure. Shit crazy. I'm tired of being taxed, though. He right, man. We get taxed from every angle, man. And sometimes they, like he said, they double taxing motherfuckers, man. Like they'll tax you on your check. You'll go pay for something else, get taxed on that. Man, we just out here getting just quadruple taxed. Oh, that's crazy. That do look like a triangle.
Look at this. What is this? And I don't want to hear none of that SpaceX BS. There was something behind it.
I was just about to say, don't they be saying that this is SpaceX? But this look like it's something like this shows like the firmament. If it is, whatever, I don't know. This shows like it look like something flying through some water or something. It's like it's splashing or something. I don't know. But we always see this. That look crazy. What is that?
I can't see the thing that was behind it though. Oh yeah.
Right there in the back.
Yeah.
I still don't know what that is, man. That's SpaceX.
Is it a satellite? Is it SpaceX? Like, what is that, y'all?
Still behind it? I saw it when we were in the car.
Christopher, what up, fam? TJ, what up?
Look, now it's disappearing.
Right. But I don't look like it's flashing anymore.
Yes, it ran out of fuel. Where?
Right there.
That's crazy, man. That's the common answer. Everybody always say SpaceX, but I don't know if that's it. I don't know.
Okay, let's check it out. Man proves we live under a dome with a simple experiment. Apparently he lit a little firework right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you see the ripples. You see the ripples, and then is it going to explode? Ooh, a little crack. Okay.
Look just like it.
I mean, the explosion looks a little fishy. Y'all, tell me what you think in the comments.
This is not just old footage. Something about this video is seriously wrong. People say this was found in a collection of early recordings, completely unedited, just raw footage. At first it looks normal, just black and white clips of people, but then you start noticing it. Their faces, the way they move doesn't feel human. Their expressions stretch too far, like their skin doesn't have limits. Their smiles feel forced, unnatural, almost like they're learning how to act human. And the scariest part, they don't react to it at all. No pain, no hesitation, just normal to them. Some clips show their faces shifting in ways no real person can control, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. People online are convinced this isn't just old footage. They think something else is in these videos, something pretending to be human, and for a split second it slips.
Yo, did y'all?
That's crazy work right there. Cause I was just gonna say, I don't know how a regular person be moving their face like that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I hear over 100,000 bees just started swarming and attacking people out of nowhere in southern part of Israel. Bro, y'all know we are in some crazy times, right? Because the fact of the matter is everything that's happening over there, and then for this to take place right after Easter and Passover, two of the biggest spiritual resets on the planet. Look at this shit, bro. Whoa, those are bees, bro. Look at this. The bees are all over people's car and they're all over the ground as well. What is going on here? This is deeply symbolic because
maybe that's where all the bees went, because I don't see no bees out here no more. Out here in Vegas, I don't be seeing no motherfucking bees. Maybe that's where all the bees went.
we literally just entered a new year, and then bees are pollinators. They are messengers of life. Even in some ancient cultures, bees were known as messengers of the sun, and they're the same colors, you know, gold and black. The real sun is black. But it's like they made the car their home. Wow. Y'all don't think this is symbolic? Yo, just like in the Bible, man, like something is going there. The bees are messengers. They're telling us something is happening. Now, the bees clearly have some type of message, because this is what happened to the bees on the ground, y'all. And I've been coming across dead bees. I made a video about it a couple months ago. But just for the fact that those bees attack those people like that, what is going on, y'all? And remember, just a few months ago, bro, those people were hightailing it. Remember, they were all getting on a bus. They were going somewhere like they knew something was coming. And now it looks like the bees are sending a message, man. What do y'all think it is? Let me know down in the comments below, man. The shift is here. We've been telling y'all we're in the midst of it. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
We don't know if that Pete looking Epstein motherfucker playing on us in plain sight, that he really Epstein playing like he Tampa Bay Pete.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. Do you feel like that's really Epstein?
I know it is.
Oh my God.
Our government is becoming that bold.
That motherfucker said that's Tampa Bay Pete. Palm Beach Pete, Charleston White, man. Oh my God, man. He's so funny, man.
That Pete looking Epstein motherfucker playing on us in plain sight, that he really Epstein playing like he Tampa Bay Pete.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. Do you feel like that's really Epstein?
I know it is. Homie, our government is becoming that bold. They're becoming that bold because you have to realize they think the average person is either dumb or misinformed. That's what they rely on to stay in power for 30, 40 years. They don't rely on an informed voter. It's the misinformed, the uninformed. So, of course, they'll give us a bunch of shit. This news will give us this. This news will give us this. This news will give us this. We're in an information age, so everybody's giving information, but we don't know what's what because there's too much information out there.
Right.
We just go pick what feel right, what sounds right, with no evidence and no proof.
He said that Epstein looking motherfucker, Tampa Bay Pete. Palm Beach Pete, man. Oh my God, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button, man. Keep the algorithm jumping, man. This shit is crazy.
Blow your mind a little bit more.
Blow it away. Pause.
So, not one single U.S. president has sent their kids to a public school. And
that doesn't surprise me.
This might blow your mind a little bit more. Horace Mann, the guy that created this whole system, right? Homeschooled his kids.
God damn it.
He had 3 sons.
God damn it.
He homeschooled them. So you're 100% spot on. It's an elitist system. It was built by the elites, and they didn't even send their kids to it.
Wow.
Let that sink in. We all went through a system that they themselves created, and they didn't even send their kids through it. So it shows. I mean, we were viewed as like cattle, you know. It's like, let's just create consumers. Let's create people that are going to just obey and follow orders. And I think that's why everybody's having this crisis of meaning right now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what does this all mean? We're just consuming things? And it's like, no, hey, no, that's not how God intended it to be. You know, it's just how the system was captured.
It's crazy, man. That system is still going on to this day, y'all. And it made me think about like some of my friends. Like I had some friends that didn't give a fuck, like just didn't give a fuck, like about nothing, about life, nothing and everything, and they prosper. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of people that I know that be like, man, they just got that I don't give a fuck attitude. And they, you know, they didn't prosper in life. They didn't went far in life. Some of them didn't make it, but most of them, a lot of them did. And I feel like that's part of like breaking a system. When you're like, man, fuck that system. I don't even care about their system, whatever. But that shit crazy.
You study a lot of history. I like that. That's how you learn things. But it is, you know, and I try to. I'm an optimist, and I also try to like be like, let's pull it back to equilibrium and all that. But when you see the patterns as they are right now, across every level of society, I don't need to list them all off. You know what I'm talking about. We're hitting on one of them today. But like,
yeah, it was good.
If this does not change at some point and people continue to fall in the spread of the wealth gap and meaninglessness, you will have a French Revolution moment.
Big time.
People think that, oh, that can't happen in fucking 2020. Bitch, they were fucking burning cities 5 years ago because they were bored for 3 months on the couch. You know what I mean? Like, and that wouldn't be good for anybody.
We could rug the system pretty easily, actually. It's just we've all been kind of pitted against each other.
Yes.
It's all of us are paying taxes. If we all stopped paying taxes, they would have no money.
Yeah.
Right. That's the reality. This is why, in my opinion, this is why they don't teach kids about taxes.
Right.
If they taught us about the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 and how all of this was all created, and they said, oh yeah, actually before 1913, your ancestors, they weren't doing any of this stupid shit. Right. If they taught us that stuff in school, we would be like, oh, this is insane. We're not doing it. That's why they don't teach it.
Right? That's how you know we in the system. Because that should be like a mandatory. That should be like, they should have taught all of us. Before we graduated from high school, they should have taught all of us how to do taxes, how to do your own taxes or something. Why didn't he write? Like, why didn't he teach us that? I didn't try to do my taxes before, years ago and everything, you know what I'm saying? I tried, you just got to look into it. It ain't too difficult, but it's certain things you got to know about it to, take advantage of the loopholes and do little things and everything. And like, I know one thing, if you got a business, if you got an LLC, you get a lot of it's a lot of loopholes for you. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of little benefits, a lot of breaks with that LLC.
Right. That's my whole thing is everybody focuses on, okay, there's all these crazy things they're teaching kids. Yes. What are the things they're not teaching us? Right. They're not teaching us like what happened leading into the American Revolution, where they're not teaching us that the founding fathers were in their like 20s and 30s and like got together and were like, nope, sorry.
Fucking ripping hemp and writing out like the greatest documents of all time.
Exactly. Like sacred geometry, and they were just tapped in. So yeah, on a positive note, I do feel like I'm on one side, I'm like, I don't want to push for a revolution.
Yeah. Y'all right. Y'all right about that, man. Planimus Prime Shoes was good. Salute.
A machine like no other has appeared in London Waterloo Station. The algorithm has decided one face, one beauty. The cost? Your own face. Is this the future you want for beauty?
Are those people's faces in that machine? You seen what that lady did? She went up to the machine with her face. It scanned it and it made a mask out of it. Right? Something's going on at that place, guys. And to be honest with you, I'm never putting my face in that machine. Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertainment purposes only. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you see that, don't go to it. You never know. Because with this AI stuff going on right now, I don't know why would they need a machine like that. What are they trying to do with my face? What are they trying to do with your face? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I ain't got you. Know what time is it? Shut up. But I tell you one thing. If I'm ever in a mall with a shorty and she stops at that machine and she tells me, come on, let's do this. Put your face in the machine. And I see that she's about to put her face in that machine, I'm not going to say nothing, bro.
Yeah, I used to be an avid fan until I got my ear infection. When I went to the ear doctor, I was having all those issues. She told me not only will it capture moisture, which led to the ear infection, but the revelation that she told me is that you're only supposed to use AirPods 3 hours a month. I'm like, what? I'm exceeding that shit in a day.
Right.
She's like, no. Like nobody in our industry uses them, and anyone of a certain net worth doesn't for these reasons.
Hey, them AirPods was something else. I remember I was using AirPods, and I remember I did a couple streams talking about it, made a couple videos talking about it. Like, I don't know what it is, but them AirPods, it's something, they so strong. It definitely doing something when they in your ears. Like, it feel different. I ain't wore them AirPods in a long time. It's probably been over a year now. I see why, like, some of the celebrities in Hollywood, people, they using the wired headphones and everything. A lot of them, you see, you still using the wires to this day. And you be thinking, like, why they, but they know something.
And when she broke down radiation, Bluetooth, how it affects your brain waves, and then you start seeing all these other people going back to wired. I remember 3 years ago when I was wearing wired headphones, someone was making fun of me, and they told me later after I had my ear infection, the doctor told them the same thing. And then one of my cases for Apple that I worry about in that 2034 is if they'll have a class action lawsuit about this issue here and the phone use. They had a little issue in EU that they had to clear up a couple years ago. So I'm not going to cast any dispersions against Apple, but that it's intentional. But there is a negative effect on having things in your ear for long periods of time. My mom was telling me this shit 5 years ago. That's why even now, wired headphones. So
right.
Be careful. All tech is not beneficial for your productivity or your health. Even in that same session, she's like, you're supposed to turn off your Wi-Fi at night in your house. You're not supposed to have Wi-Fi just freely roaming through the space that you're in. It affects your circadian rhythm.
If you haven't heard, Elon Musk claims there are 14 government computers that send money out of thin air.
So I call it magic money computer, any computer which can just make money out of thin air. That's magic money.
So how does that work?
It just issues payments.
And you said something like 11 of these computers at Treasury that are sending out trillions in payments?
They're mostly at Treasury. Some are, but there's some at HHS, some at, there's one or two at States, there's some at DOD. I think we found now 14 magic money computers.
14, okay.
They just send money out of nothing.
How
Wow.
crazy is that? See, you don't have to work for money. You can just print it out of thin air. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have a good one.
I'm into quantum physics. I'm deep into quantum physics.
Okay.
And that's my religion, quantum physics, because we're all subatomic particles.
Okay. This is true.
The floor, we're all subatomic particles.
Right.
Vibrating at different dimensions.
Matter, mass, so on and so forth.
And I discovered something that I tell people. Tell them that true wisdom is the realization that when you're wise, you're still dumb.
That's right.
Because no matter how wise you are, let me ask you a question. How many galaxies are there?
I have no idea.
How many planets are there?
I have no idea.
How many stars are there?
I couldn't begin to.
About the cosmos.
So we're really going to pretend as if this didn't happen conveniently after they meet up to talk about certain things that, God forbid, we mention on these public platforms, and then, I don't know, a short time after that just happens to croak? This is not just towards the left-wing media. This is also towards the right-wing media, because why is this type of information not being spread like wildfire? What are the chances? What are the chances that someone says, you know what, I will testify about this, everything that happened back in 2020. I will be the one to confront all of these evildoers. And then, as life would have it, or fate, or a specific group of people, 20 days later, he just stops existing? What are the chances of that? And I know people may scream conspiracy. People might be like, well, hey, he was up there in age already. Really? Like it wasn't like after a trip. It wasn't like, oh, he just woke up and this is the way it happened. After specifically agreeing to testify against the likes of Mr. Gates and anyone else who may be potentially connected to this, just winds up deceased. It doesn't make you scratch your head a little bit?
So look, this dude, I forgot his name. You can rewind it and see what his name was, but he met up with B. Gates. He met up with B. Gates, y'all, and told B. Gates, like, he wasn't, it wasn't settling with him. He wasn't living. He wasn't feeling like what all happened during that shutdown with those jabs and everything. And he had some information. He was like, "Hey man, like I know what went on. You know what went on, and like I gotta say something." Like, and he was he was willing to testify against B. Gates. They had a meeting. They talked and everything. And then not too long after the meeting, my man was unalive. Like, do y'all think that was a coincidence, or did B. Gates get his nose wiped? Because he's like, you ain't finna talk to nobody about this. Or what?
Now, there was a sixth witness, Professor Francis Boyle, who is actually expert on bioweapons, having drafted several bioweapons conventions-related laws in the U.S.,
I think that was his name, what she just said.
And 3 weeks after he agreed to testify on behalf of the plaintiffs that these products and the process was deployment of bioweapons, he suddenly died. And we still don't know the cause of death. And the only thing that we know is he was perfectly healthy prior and was teaching full time. He was in his mid-70s. And this was a shock to all of us. And this looks very suspicious to me. I can't speculate on what happened, but I would really like to know the cause of death, and we don't know that. So that's where we are right now. This is how serious it is. These people stop at nothing.
One of the biggest illegal streaming operations the U.S. has.
That's crazy. 6 years later, 7 years later, after the whole shutdown and everything, it's still a big piece of our history, big part of our lives and everything, man. That was all some bullshit when all that shit happening, man. How they was trying to force that jab on everybody, man. I know y'all saw how they was trying to force that jab on everybody, man. And then it started coming out like the jab that they was giving everybody wasn't even like, had side effects. There was a lot of shit going on with people who was getting a jab and everything. And now you got professors and people that's willing to speak out about like, yeah, we knew that shit was some bullshit. I'm willing to testify. And you see what happened. Crooked world we living in, man. Crazy. Truth lady. Godmother, you said the year 75 doctors died. See?
Ever seen run out of a home right here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, now years after the government busted down the doors and arrested those running it, 5 men were just sentenced in federal court.
Fox 5's Kim Passoff has been going through years of court documents and is here with the latest tonight.
Yeah, the government says 5 Nevada men ran one of the largest illegal television show streaming services that the U.S. has ever seen, known as Jetflix. Now, the ringleader will spend 7 years in federal prison. Jetflix, an illegal paid streaming service, had more television episodes than any licensed streaming service, according to the Justice Department.
Damn, that's crazy. I've been on Jetflix before too. I didn't know they started that right here in Vegas. That's crazy work, man. They had everything on Jetflix too. Pay-per-view, everything. You can watch whatever you want to watch on there.
The scheme generated millions of dollars while violating thousands of copyrights. It was run out of a Las Vegas home near Eastern and Desert Inn. This is some of the equipment used according to court documents. Dozens of phones and computers. The defendants used automated software and computer scripts that ran constantly to scour sites around the world for pirated content. At one point, Jetflix claimed to have more than 180,000 television episodes. According to prosecutors, this was the largest internet piracy case ever to go to trial.
What?
They say the defendants harmed every major copyright owner of a television program in the United States. A federal jury in Nevada convicted 5 men from Las Vegas of conspiracy to commit copyright infringement. Their sentences vary by involvement. Conservatively, the government
Yeah, the type of money that they made, it probably was worth that little 6-7 years. Or I seen somebody got 18 months. Like, them type of crimes, you ain't finna get too much time like that. Think about all like them hedge funds, like account holders, like the people who running them hedge funds that be doing all them pyramid schemes for millions and hundreds of millions of dollars and shit. And they get caught and get in trouble, then they only get 5 years, 4 years, 6 years or something. Sometimes less than that. It's crazy.
estimates the value of the copyright infringement in this case, $37.5 million. And according to the government, tens of thousands of paid Jetflix subscribers in both the U.S. and Canada had access the day after shows originally aired on television. The 5 defendants sentenced were among 8 originally indicted in the Eastern District of Virginia in connection to operation of Jetflix. In addition to the defendants here in Nevada, 2 men in Virginia were also convicted for playing a role.
And another defendant right here in Nevada, Yone Valiant, was tried separately from the other 5. Last fall, he was also convicted of conspiracy to commit criminal copyright infringement. He's scheduled to be sent.
That's crazy. And they ran that right here from a little crib off Desert Inn and Eastern, man. That's crazy, man. For real. Hey, what's your name? Elijah, Jesus, whatever. Our woman. Quit all that spamming, man. I see you trying to get your point across and everything, man, but quit doing all that, man. This ain't the place for all that over here, man. I understand. You said the truth. We said it's all good. I feel you on that and everything, but don't get to going too crazy, fam. Because we will get you out of here.
Inside Amazon's $1 million robot workforce. Those that used to work in a warehouse, picking up those boxes, going to work, calling off sick, going in there, giving them attitude, tired from picking up them back-breaking packages.
Have y'all been hearing about all the people who been getting fired from Amazon? Like right now they've been transitioning over to like these autonomous warehouses, but I don't think it's like big news yet. But I know a lot of people been losing their jobs.
I was saying this in 1996, early 2000s.
They got too much music playing right there. But look at that, man. These autonomous warehouses. It's crazy, man. They ain't gonna need a human to do nothing in these warehouses eventually. And it's crazy because you can see it ain't even you don't even see no humans in that warehouse. For real, man. He said people would set it on fire, allegedly, in my opinion. I've been seeing warehouses catching on fire lately and everything from disgruntled employees and stuff and everything. That could be a possibility. You know what I'm saying? That could be a possibility. But I'm sure they probably gonna be trying to ramp up security for those type of situations because there's gonna be people mad when they lose their jobs and then they find out it's a fucking robot in there doing their job. So they might go crazy. You never know, man. But just the world we living in right now, man. It's the system. We in this system, man. And I feel like shit, we gotta break the system to gain some control. The people need to gain some control, and to gain control, we gotta break the system, man. It's so hard to break this system that they built. But we'll figure it out, man. Take it day by day, man. Protect your peace watching these videos. Stay on wave. Stay positive. Keep that love around. Keep that good energy around. Keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, we will win. You feel me? But all this crazy stuff going on. Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate the super chats, all the love. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy Thou, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody.
Fam over.